54, Mike. Rip left, rip left. Set, go. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Let's get off the field.
And he's got room. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Guys, game situation. Let's go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Spawn. Spawn. No, no, no.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Here's Murray from midfield. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Wilson. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 23 yards on the play.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Touch 50, touch 50.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm going back.
Push left, push left.
43 is the mic.
Zebra, zebra.
Watch the run, watch the run. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
Front left, front left.
Me, I got this.
Here's Wilson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. James Devlin, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Murray now. Open man is Kirk, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the ground, this is Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray, screen play, Johnson. And he's got some space here. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
6-0 our score after 1.
Let's go. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. There in coverage to knock it away, Marquise Blair.
A 39-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Let's go, baby.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
He's not going to get me.
Good, good.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 32 on the play.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. They begin the drive with Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
40. Check. Crunch. Gun.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Carson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, it's Carson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Wilson. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. They run again with Carson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. Open man is Gordon, complete. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone? Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that. You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style. On the return is Peterson. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Going deep for his tight end play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. This is Carson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Go! 12. 58, right over there. Go. Right, 58, right there. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Now Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Wilson operating from the gun. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26.
Check 43. Check 43. Check back.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Able to get this to Gordon. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They run it with Carson, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery, touchdown for Arizona. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the the football and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Give me that ball.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
So we got man. Undercrush.
Hey, switch gears. Switch that up. Bravo.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
14.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson got Gordon open, completes it. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
You got that right there. Kill.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Murray keeps it himself. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check 9, check 9. 25, check 25, check 25.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Mark 55, Mark 55.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Open man, Butler complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Eluding the pressure right. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check, 55 to mine. Check.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
It's 4th down.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Cardinals win it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Cardinals, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah.